I mean, I used to tell many people that, man, and people can't nobody use me if I'm helping them because I made the choice to help them. And when I helped them, I wasn't attached to the outcome and I just released it. Do you understand? I wasn't attached. When I helped them, I made the decision to help them. Can't nobody trick me into helping them. If you have a need, let me tell you. Let me tell you guys this. My classes are $50. And $50 for the month. And I do 2 classes a week, right? And on YouTube. My classes, like I said, I'm gonna tell you something. It's the reason why I'm saying it. My classes on OnlyFans is like $35 or something. My classes on IG are like $20 because that's the most they let you charge, right? That's only once a week. One of my people, and I'm not gonna say his name, one of the people that subscribed, he had a problem, right? But he was telling me, man, Dre, man, I've been on this information, man, and I'm so why was telling me that how the information been empowering him. But then he said, Dre, man, I don't care, man. I've been living in my car, man, but I've been here for a minute, but I'm trying to stack my money up and all this, and yada yada yada. And he showed me him in his car. I said, what's your Cash App, man? He gave me his Cash App. I sent him $300. Now I said the man gave $50 for my classes, right? But this brother is willing to be in his car, but value the information so much that even in his car, he want this shit. You don't think that means something to me, man? Fuck you if you think somebody's trying to use you. Get the fuck up out of here then. You don't think that means something to me? It was an honor for me to send him that little shit. Just out of respect that in the struggle, the man said, in the struggle, I'm in my car, I've been here for a few months, but I'm gonna be in there. And he wasn't asking for shit. But I just sent him 300. I don't want no awards or pats on the back for that shit, but I just wanted to give you a story and an example. See, even the scripture says, they that hunger and thirst after righteousness, because there's a price. Yesterday, Israel was saying a lot of our people don't want to pay the price. I'm talking about the price that life demands of you to press through, to get to the other side. The other side is whatever you desire, right? But there's a price that you got to pay because anything that's worth anything in life has a price to it.
Right. Hey Dre, man, I'm making this videos, so just to let you know how serious I am about this information and how I take this walk with the Most High. I'm gonna share with you again that all last year I've been having these dreams of my friends trying to kill me. Either they killed me or they were trying to kill me, and that was during my sleep. But during my waking hours, I was having these urges to get along with the Most High and get to know Him, get closer with Him. And I went through a whole series of stuff until I finally did it last year, November. And so, hold on, wait. And so, I've been living in my car ever since then. And I've gotten close to the Most High and on a whole nother level. And I'm sharing this with you because there might be a time where I might not. I'm going to definitely be a part of the remnant level. But if you don't see me or I'm not online, it's because the Most High needed me for something, and that's what I'm doing. But just to let you know, I'm serious. I'm not lying. I'm in Dallas right now, and I'm gonna show you. I'm staying in my car. You see the 360 dash cam. I got my windows blocked out. You see? I got the windows all blocked out, and I got the dash cam so I could see outside of me. And, you know, my sleeping bag right there. You know, I'm in a Toyota Prius. And this is all from the Most High. You know, even the car. You know, I was blessed with it from him. And that's a whole nother story, you know. But the dash cam too saved me so many situations. But I just want to share with you, like, I really take this seriously. The way how I got the information, it came when I was about to take my own life. I was about to kill myself. There was in 2016, November, towards the end of November. As a matter of fact, before it even happened, I spent 2.5, 3 months thinking about it. And I found every reason to do it and no reason not to. You know, this is why when you said the other Daily Fire, you was like thinking back. Who were you 5 years ago? Well, actually, it was 6 years ago when this happened, where I was at my lowest. But I already had my relationship with the Most High. And, you know, that year, 2016, was a assaulting process of breaking me down, because I went through a lot of stuff, man. A lot of friends and family, I started to see the dark side of them. You know, I went through the same things you was going through, like living with people and what you go do type situation. Same thing, paying rent and nobody else ain't paying, and you know, and I'm the same thing. You know what I mean? I went through a lot of stuff, you know, since a kid, and you know, a lot of that stuff ultimately led to wanting to take my own life. You know, and I had my relationship with the Most High. You know, at that time, it was, I found the Most High, in 2011? And then 2016, man, you know, my story is on YouTube, but I think God just wanted me to put that out there because, you know, just to see if I would do it. Because I have other stuff, but there's things I need to put in it to really make it effective. And, you know, it's receipts actually. But yeah, man, I'm real serious about it. And that time when I was about to take my life, I already had my relationship with the Most High. This was a time where I really wanted to test him. And, you know, I was like, because the way how I was going to do it, I was staying in a hotel room. I was going to do it like how my older brother did it. You know, my older brother was like a father to me, and he took his life, you know. And as a matter of fact, his last words was to me on the phone was, he was like, Scooty, because some dudes tied me up to a street pole and they were bigger than me, and I could always go to my big brother to fight my battles that I couldn't fight. And this time he never showed up. I called him out like, Stevie, these dudes did da, da, da. And then he was like, he seemed a little irritated, and he was like, Scooty, I'm not gonna be here. I can't be there for you all the time to help you. You know, you gotta learn how to help yourself. You know, you gotta learn how to handle business yourself. And then that was the last thing he told me. You know, I was on the phone. You know, last time I talked to my brother, man, and you know, he took his life. And then later on, I was about to do it, but before I did it, you know, because the Most High he already showed himself to me. He gave me a whole boxing gym, you know, with coaches and everything for free. You know, but you know, the story's on YouTube. You can listen to it if you want to, but I'm breaking it down. Just to let you know how serious I am. And so, I was right before, because I was going to take my life. Yeah, I was going to take my life, but I didn't want nobody to find my body. that's how I was going to do it. I was going to do it in a way where nobody could find my body. I was going to make it seem like I just disappeared, you know, because at that time, you know, nobody wasn't hitting me up, you know, nobody wasn't really even showing me love like that. So I really felt like I didn't care. But yeah, so I turned to before I did it, you know, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna at least turn to God, because, you know, I don't want to get too deep in all the stories and all the things I went into, but I'm gonna just say I turned to the God, right? The reason why I did it, because it's a long story, but I turned to God, and I was like, let's see if he could get me out of this one. And I was real cocky about it too. I was like, let's see if he could get me out of this one. So, you know, and I'm trying to make it quick because I don't want to make this long. And it's 10:30 out here, and I want to get some sleep and get to work. But I'll be driving for Lyft to make my money. But anyway, right? Let me focus. But anyway, I was like, yeah, let me see if he can get me out of this one. And so, you know, I got up, I got on my knees, I started praying, and I was a Muslim at the time, and I started praying, and, you know, I did my thing. I asked him, I was like, God, I told them why I wanted to kill myself, because two things. I wanted to know why I went through what I went through, and I wanted to know, it was this void in my chest. You know, it felt like a big hole, and I kept trying to fill it up with smoking weed, drinking, doing Molly, and sex. I kept trying to, because I'm thinking those, and making money. I kept thinking those were the rewards, and the Most High let me go through a lot of stuff, you know, a lot of things that year, but it really was draining me instead of filling me up. And so, and I didn't figure this out until later on in life, and getting the information and hearing the daily fires. And so, after I told them that, I swear, anyway, right after that, I always do that too. Right after that, it felt, you know how you have a lighter to go, it was like this spark in my spirit, and like in the center, it was like a spark. And every time that spark came, it was like a flicker of joy. And then I went to sleep that night. I woke up, and that spark turned into like a little match. And it was like a feeling of joy. It was just like a small feeling. I still had that, but that was enough to like keep me alive. So as time went on, by that next, because it was on a Friday when I was about to do it, but by the next Friday, that little spark turned into a full flame. It was just, I was just filled with so much joy that it turned me to a kid again. I started jumping on the bed and everything, and having a good time too. And I remember I was like, I want to hear some pimp shit. So, you know, I try to find Gangsta Brown, because, you know, I've had a DVD of his and I liked it. And so I couldn't find any Gangsta Brown. So I put it on Iceberg Slim, and I already heard his stuff. But I put it on a small clip. Then I went to go use the bathroom, had the door open, and then that's when your video came up. It was a short one. It was called Value of a Man or something. It was like, before you learn anything, you got to be a man. And you was talking to him, and I remember you was telling the dude to take notes, because I'm about to tell you some shit. And you know what I mean? And I remember that. And when I heard your voice, I was like, no, because it took me back to when I first seen American Pimp. And I told the Most High, I was like, listen, I want to learn from him. I was 14 years old then. I was like, I want to learn from him. And I meant that shit, because when I seen that video, I was like, damn, I was like, I was like, shit, they should have just made a movie about him, because I got that movie just to get some game. And you was the only one that was dropping game. Everybody else, it was just a lifestyle, you know? And I was like, I want to learn from him. So when I heard that voice, I was, it blew my mind, you know? And I got up out of the bathroom, pants to my ankles and everything. I looked at the screen. I was like, no, it looked like him, but the hair, he don't got the hair. So I was like, what's his name? It said Andre Taylor. I looked it up. A whole bunch of Andre Taylors came up. Then I put Andre Taylor Pimp. Then I was like, yeah, oh yeah, this is him. So I've been on that information since then. And I'm very committed to this, you know? And I went through a whole lot of stuff, man, that prepared me for what's to come, because I had the Most High with me before God put me in your life. As a matter of fact, he made me go through those things because he know I wanted that information. He know I knew something was different, and I had to go through that in order to get that information. And I look back now, it makes so much sense. I didn't see it then, but now I see it, you know? So, and yeah, another thing, man, every daily fire, every time you drop a daily fire, it goes in exact alignment of what I'm going through. Exact alignment, you know? Like, you see this right here? You probably can't see. See that? See those notes right there? Those are notes from the last two OnlyFans and this, the Instagram daily fire. And before they dropped, I was talking to the Most High. I was like, God, because I'm in Dallas and I'm going through kind of a hard time. Like everywhere I go, somebody is staring at me or following me. Like just now, I just went to go use the bathroom, and I'm using it, and some dude go put, you know how you put the thing across the door so so it says like nobody can go in. They go do that. The dude was waiting to use it. They did that. But I walked out like, nigga, you ain't big enough. You kidding me? I'm like, yo, you know who I've been trained by? You know who works within me? The Most High. You know what I'm saying? Because you was, and I was asking the Most High, because I was about to leave. I was about to leave Dallas. I'm like, man, I'm not about to do this shit. And then you said it on Daily Fire, sometimes God will put you in a situation to conquer. And I was like, oh, that's why I'm here. It's to conquer this. And then I started to see chinks in my armor, holes in my armor that I need to seal up. And that's what I'm working on right now. And it's working. It's working because you already gave me the information. You gave me the information, man. That stuff about knowing who you are. And this happened every daily fire you drop. Like this one you just dropped. You said a few things in there that I got to go back and listen to. And because I record every one, and I record little pieces of it. I call them ballads because they sound like information. It's like music to me. These ballads I call ballads of Andre Taylor. I got ballads of everybody too, but mostly I got my ballads of Andre Taylor. You know, I got mostly of that because I really don't seek outside counsel. You know, the information you're giving, it don't get no better than that. You know, it really don't. But I just want to share this video with you. That I'm serious, man. I've been out here in my car for a year, and I'm expecting some blessing need to happen, because I don't want to be living in my car. I've been asking God. I'm like, listen, man, I can't. Like I'm almost ready to give up. But you know, I'm not gonna give up, because you already said right when you about to give up, that's when the blessing comes. And I feel I was about to go back home, man, but death is waiting for me back there, you know? And I'm not about to, it's like this, I'm put it like this. I swam too far out in the ocean to swim back. But yeah, man, here I am again, dude, my 360 dash cam all around. It's covered up. There's dudes like looking at me right now, you know? Just be, one dude came in here, I'm at a parking ride, one dude came in here to go park, see me come out, followed me out. Just as I go through that all the time, but I know, you know, I have to look at it like how you said, oh, it's just a cat walking across the street, ain't, you know, and you know, the Most High is with me. So whatever wrong people do to me, I already know. It's going to come to you. You messing with the wrong person, you know? So yeah, man, I'm very thankful for this information. And whenever, if you was to call me for anything, I'll be there and as right now, if you was to say it, you know, because there's family members. I love you. I'm gonna say I love you more than some of my family members. Really, to be honest, like most of my family members, most of them. If you was to be like, yo, Trevor, I need you to come over here, and then my family was to be like, oh, we need you. No, because what they're going to put me through is for their own. What you're putting me through is for the world. And for the Most High, this is why I don't give up, because God, you know, He sent me to you, you know, and when I was about to take my own life. So yeah, man, I got a lot to say. I got a lot of experience to share, and I want to say thank you for everything, and I love you too, brother, man, for real. And anything you need. You know, I don't got nothing either. I don't have shit. But if you need help with anything, I do the best I can, man. If you know what I mean, whatever, you know. But yeah, man. And I went through a lot of painful, cold, lonely, hurtful, painful nights, man, in this car. And I'm gonna keep on going. And I don't give up, just like how you said. You know, I don't give up either. I don't give up easy. Shit, you said what? You fall down one time, get back up and be like, come on, we got 6 more rounds to go. Let's pop it. That's how I feel. You know, but yeah, man, again, man, thank you, man, and I love you, man. Peace.